made the AI verse. So everybody thought it came from me, but first of all, I've never even did a live like this.
Do y'all know what I find to be like the most weird thing about the whole black cosplay, transracial situation? It's the fact that since race is a social construct, right, we have to reflect race back onto you in order for it to make sense. Like, just stick with me, understand where I'm going. Meaning that in order for whiteness to work, in order for, any racial thing to work, we have to reflect it back onto you as you present, right? So when Bad Baby and all these other black cosplayers cosplay as being black, because a lot of us don't understand all the intricacies of whatever, and we just want to let bygones be bygones and not seem like a hater, we reflect their perceived blackness back onto them, and that manifested many, many different ways, letting them say the N-word, the ones of y'all who let them say the N-word, inviting them to the cookout, all that other nonsense or whatever. But you and I both know that it doesn't work the other way around. There's no such thing as me as a black person being transracial and being white. Why? Because whiteness is not going to be reflected back onto me by society. So I can, run around all day and scream at the top of my lungs that I feel like a white woman and treat me as such. But are you going to treat me as such? Are you going to reflect the societal whiteness back onto me, or are you going to reflect societal black womanhood back onto me and treat me as black women always get treated, which is, usually less than? And I've noticed that only white people get to be transracial. I've seen them cosplaying with many different ethnicities. They do it with Native Americans, the $5 Indians. They do it with black people, of course. They do it with Koreans, Japanese people, whatnot. Go over there, get surgeries and whatnot to look more Korean or more Japanese. But this is something only that they can do, it seems like. Like, no one else has the privilege to be able to change our race and decide that we want to be, transracial. I don't know, just something to think about. Yes, race is a societal construct. So, the fact that black people are affirming the black cosplayers like Alabama Barker and Bad Baby and so on and whatnot, affirming them by reflecting blackness back onto them so that they can be comfortable in their cosplay. But obviously we know as black people that is something that would never be afforded to us. You can't decide that you want to be a white man and demand that society reflect white manhood back onto you and give you all the privileges and things that go along with that. So yeah, just something to think about. Y'all tell me what you think.